Greetings, families. Welcome back. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. It's another day, and we thank God. I hope you are well by the grace of God. I'm fine today, as you can tell. Yes, this video is about agriculture in Burkina Faso. No ordinary agriculture as you might think. Some time ago, the president gave announcement that he is going to give land or acquire land for the elderly people, all those for one reason or the other they cannot go out to farm. They will get them a place to keep themselves busy so they will not be bored, and also build a factory that they will be working in a factory. All those things is in progress. This particular one is about the VDPs, the volunteers. Yes, they got themselves land and they are farming. They said, well, they can't just be relying on the government or the citizens to help them because they are volunteer. They have given everything up and they are not expecting anything. So what? They acquire land to start farming. Some of them are farmers already, but because of the terrorists that, you know, don't want to go there in their farms, they cannot farm. So they come together helping each other, and they are farming as well, looking after their parents. So if you come for one, you come for all. Families, the video is a bit long. Listen, and I'll be back. Thank you for your time.
Decided to grow. To have something to eat too. Thank God for that. What we see before us, there is hope. In any case, there is hope. We're expecting 10 to 15 hectares tons like that. In the 7 hectares of beans, the tickets, the 2 hectares of tamba, even if things aren't going well, how can we have about 5 tons of difficulties encountered? It's good. Intra didn't get in time. So what am I saying? They didn't get to you. That, in any case, is our difficulty. Otherwise, if it's the state, we've had it, there's been no problem. Because when we decided to do this, we were farmers first. But here, at a time when we've seen that everyone can even speak their own meaning to be able to work. So I think that with the terrorism, a lot of people have given up singing, so we had to. Go back there to sacrifice, go back for naught. What does it teach us that our great stops parents who left for us for someone to come take this, leave us out? I don't know if you want it complicated, because it's a question of volunteers, it's a question of volunteers. It's not an at a time when you're in the field, at a time when you're at home. So I think that even we Africans have to be farmers, because it's all in the village here, and I can resist Kebele if once I say I'm not a farmer. I don't think it's going to happen. Everyone has to farm. Yes, it's the difficulties we've encountered, it's the rain. This is the rain and second point. And we've had the most pa Kelke chose to do the labs. We did have a tractor, but we only had one tractor for 67 villages, and I think that's not easy. So the Tulu took everything to get us here, and that's what put us at peace with our meal. Really, it's a great joy. It's marked that evening with Nori's special dispensations. They came with the transfer to visit us, so when we have everything we're really happy with them, because we know that if someone deploys to come and see you because it's something they're thinking of you. So we are too. We're happy with their visit to our center tonight. I can tell the zoo communities. But really, we don't want God to love us, to keep us, and we're all going to get out of the discussions that lie before us. But what do we ask of God? May God make visible everything we need for peace. It's peace we want in the country. Our hectare is 4 hectares of cornblood, there's another side too. Beans, that's 7 hectares. So here we are, that's what we did. We wanted to do, there was 3 not 3 what we had to do, but what? We started late, we didn't take the 2 and more our others. That's the deadline we had to meet. Now I think that if next year, God willing, I'll be able to see everything done, and then for us, it's to manage and activate our work. Let's relay. Because we want to defend our country, so the call comes back to the president. And in the communes too, that's it. Defend our parents, the citizens. We're even going to manage here with my parents. My mom's here, but my dad passed away. Here we are. We're part of the mission. We split them into 3 groups. I'm in the first group. When it goes up I'm with it, and until my 10th day if I go down, nothing. Other tools replace the other slaps. Yes. In the beginning, it was good. But we can see that it didn't work out so well, but that's because of Chloe too. Otherwise, at the beginning, it was really good, we had high hopes, but so far, we can see that it's not cheap, and I think it's because of the customer. This morning's visit follows a series of stages, the first of which was to secure the area, dismantle the armed groups operating in the area and train the first VPs with our operational units. The second stage then involved organizing the VDPs, training them and installing them in all the various communes and the province. And we're currently in the third stage, and in line with instructions from the hierarchy, that's to make the VDPs productive. So for this stage, we've had a lot of support from the administrative authorities. And then there are the people from the province. For example, we have landowners who have kindly ceded part of their fields. And to VDP. In conclusion, I'd like to appeal to the entire population of Naomi to continue to support the VDP, to remain mobilized behind the VDP, and to tell themselves that no difficulty is insurmountable. Hello, how are you? The aim of this day, first and foremost, is to encourage them for the noble mission they have agreed to take on, in terms of both security and agriculture. At the end of the day, we're satisfied with what we've seen in the field. On the first site, in the commune of Pau, the shortage zone, we were able to visit 9 hectares. We also visited 1.5 hectares of sorghum, and the last site where we are is the Zaiwu site, where we were able to blaver a 4-hectare area. But it's already encouraging for a first, as you know. And not all our VDPs are well-trained farmers. These are certainly the difficulties that were highlighted during the tour. We have taken good note of them, along with the technicians who are with us. We're going to work together so that next campaign we can support our volunteers in defending our country. It was also noted. The availability of seeds came a little late for them. And even the labs and the availability of fertilizers are in short supply. And you know, if we take the example of the Dagio site, we're practically in a flood zone. And if you sow a little late here, the water will prevent the plants from rising, and that's what we're seeing. But the idea is to sow early and harvest early. We've taken note of this, and with agriculture, the environment department and all the technicians we need, we're going to get on with it. To accompany them, we've also included them on this tour. Some agricultural businessmen. People who have invested in agriculture extensively. New irrigation systems. It can produce in both rainy and dry seasons. So we've got someone who's been with us for a long time in Agrodia. We've also got another one who's evolving in the agricultural field and in solar energy too. So they've pledged to support our volunteers in defending their country by drilling boreholes to enable them to work. I was going to say 12 months out of 12. It's our dearest wish, and we believe that their commitment is taken into account, and we're going to follow them so that they accompany and support the will to defend the country. Of the month.
Yes, it's amazing. They started with dancing and the music, when you translate, it doesn't play. So I took that part off, but that's how they start the day by dancing, motivating each other before they start. While some are farming, some are like guiding them, you know, they are guiding them so others will, and they do it as shift. You read it all. So it is great way. Why not do that instead of sitting in your village being scared that these people will come for you and can't do anything? They are farming at the same time they are protecting their people. And you heard the promises. When they promise, they don't fail. They will be coming with the tractors, fertilizers, everything to help them. They also came with people with agriculture know-how that can help them. If you don't want this, what do you want? What do you want? So they will get everything they needed to motivate them to keep guiding their people. Yes, the army can't go everywhere because it's a big country. They can't go everywhere. So people like this need to be looked after as well. Yes, families don't go anywhere. There is another one. When I was listening to it, I was thinking about Ghana because recently I heard that the government is giving free food in the schools. Yes, but in some schools they don't get free food, or if they get it, it's non-nutritional. And I was telling my mom, I said, why can't they farm like we used to do? Yes, in my days, the school farm, it was private school, but we farm. And especially during school holidays, those of us, one reason or the other, that cannot go home, we rely on the farm to feed ourselves. Why can't the government initiate this instead of buying food? Well, long story short, in Burkina Faso, the students, the teachers has farm for the students so they can feed themselves from their own farm. Where are these great ideas coming from? They are there, but the leaders to motivate you, to provide the know-how, to provide the things that will help you to go. No. So many countries can't initiate this, and it's sad. Please listen. I'll be back. Thank you for your time.
Two lasso robots. We set course especially for Insen in Gansergu and for the official kick-off of the harvest of school fields. Fields initiated to feed and enrich school canteens and which this year benefited from government support as part of the Presidential Initiative for Quality Education. This corn harvest by the Minister of Basic Education, Literacy and the Promotion of National Languages marks the government's commitment to endogenous school canteens and quality education in Burkina Faso. On this site in the village of Thouessinb, in the province of Guangzhou, 5 hectares of maize have reached maturity. Produced by the Educational World. The head of the Basic Education Department launches this year's harvest of school fields. We believe and we are convinced that Burkina Faso can feed their children through Kagast, and the typical example of T or the province elsewhere, so Guazulu. And the production of school charges represents around 20 to 25% of what the state gives. And of course, we'll be able to feed our children throughout the school year, thanks to what you've seen. The corn harvest is estimated at around 3 tons. The bean exchange is also 2 hectares and over there too. So, with the estimates, we can have the 1 to 2 tons. Then there's sorghum and a few peanuts. So that's it. So we think that this year, we're going to turn around 7 to 8 tons to achieve these results. The Ministry of Agriculture, Animal Resources and Fisheries, through the Presidential Initiative for Agricultural Production, is supporting the educational world, alongside other partners who aim to make Burkina Faso's schools a place where children can flourish. Currently, 250 school fields and sandy school gardens are supported. Here in the Central Plateau, but also in the Central North. We've also provided technical support and motorcycles to help with the process too. What's interesting is the enthusiasm of the teaching staff and the parents around this initiative. But I think that today it's time to launch this appeal to all the parents, to all the cogestas who today, through the head of state's initiative for quality education gives these players, i.e. parents, a key role, a vision that is also well assimilated here in Rapama, still in the village of Ganzuru. A total of 3.5 hectares of various crops, including cowpeas, groundnuts, and sorghum, are grown for the benefit of schoolchildren. After this stage, the ambition is to create school gardens during the school year, we announce. In Moscow for the
I hope this video is not too long, but families, that is it for now. I think it's great, brilliant idea. Both videos, I love it because I love farming as well. They will feed themselves, they will never go hungry. The children will have good food and not artificial one. Those who cannot feed their children at home, they come to school, they feed themselves. And also, most important thing, they are learning how to farm. So one day when they go out of school, they know what to do already. They don't even have to go to agriculture extension school or college to learn anything. They will know it. And that's brilliant. It's good news altogether. Anyway, credit to RTBORTM for sharing this great news. I love it. I don't know about you. If you like it, thumbs up. Let this video goes everywhere. People knows what is going on in the south. That's good news. Not only the horror ones that they have been telling us. Good news is there as well. I will leave you here. God bless you all, my returning, my new, those who are passing by. Thank you so, so, so much. God bless you. God bless you. I can't thank you enough. My VIPs, my kings and queens, thank you. See you soon. Bye bye.